What's up, everybody? Welcome back to JMac Sports Cards. My name is Jason. Thanks for tuning in to another one. Had so much fun doing the other video, my previous video, the top 10 sports card channels on YouTube. And again, I want to reiterate, that was just my personal list with my personal requirements. But I did open it up and I asked, you all, and was overwhelmed by the comments that came in and the suggestions that came in. There was quite a few other channels that I wanted to add into at least my honorable mentions, but did not. Most of the other channels that I watch also came in the comment section below. So definitely didn't mean to leave anyone out. So if you know we're connected in some shape or form and I didn't shout you out, I still watch. But yeah, it was a time crunch. I didn't want to make an hour-long video on this. I wanted to be pretty concise. So anyway, let's jump into what the viewer said. Okay, so the way I worked this was if someone was mentioned, if channels were mentioned more than once in the comments, there were because there was a long list that came out of ones that were a lot of channels that were mentioned at least once, and then, so if it was mentioned at least more than once, then I added them here. And also in that previous video, I put the list, the clickable links of all the channels, and I will also put that my top 10 and the honorable mentions list links in this video description. And I'm also going to add these other channels as well and tag them all so you can go and find them if you haven't already. A quick, easy way to go find them. Just go down in the description and go check them out. Number one, my boy rolling with FD.
Who's rolling with FD? Who's rolling with FD?
After I made the video, I thought about the first two here that were mentioned also in comments that 100% I watch and enjoy. And I recently did a live stream on Rolling with FD's channel. This guy is one of the great ambassadors of the hobby, no doubt about it. One of the good guys, one of the a married man, family man with kids. So a lot of things I can relate to with FD and love his style. He's has great content and great editing. And I've just seen him evolve, making this content thing. So keep doing what you're doing, FD. Sorry for not shouting you out in that first video, but much love, and you are the man.
I'm rolling with FD.
Talk to him.
All right, another channel here that came in a mention a couple times was also a channel that I more recently found. I think we all kind of got fatigued with the flipper content and the big multi-$1,000 slab transaction channels. That really got old quick because I've had some great conversations. If you reach out to me on like Instagram and a DM, I will. A lot of maybe content creators, I don't know, bigger ones probably won't chat with you, but I chatted with a few people about different topics, and one of them was just some of the repetitive things in videos that after you've seen them, some of these card show vlog videos, once you've seen them 5 or 10 times, it just gets so repetitive and hard to. It's not as entertaining over the course of time after something is said 1,000,000 times and the same thing is said each vlog, But one I recently found was just a real straight up true New York. He lives in New York, I believe, and does a lot of local shows in the New York area. I think he even runs his own show, a small show as well. And but yeah, his cases are full of autos and patch cards. I think he's a big Don Mattingly fan. So the channel is called Behind the Diamond Cards. You can see he's got 1.92 thousand subscribers. I enjoy his content. I enjoy the real dealer perspective. And again, that's what I'm saying, like about the card show vlogs, is I love for people to be real, in their content, be real in the transactions, be real in the wins and the losses. I was talking about that with someone else in a DM on Instagram. I would love to see some of the big channels talk about the L's that they took during this big market correction. Markets abroad, not just sports cards, but all markets took hits. I love for some of those channels to be transparent and not just talk about wins and, yo, I spent $25K, son, and I made $35K, son. I love to see a video saying, yo, son, I spent $25K and I lost $10K. Okay, so this guy's real, transparent, and just keeps it real as far as what a real dealer looks like at a show. So that's another one to go check out. And it was definitely shouted out a couple times in the comments. All right, so another one is the Scotty B Cards. This channel has 17,000, almost 18,000 subscribers. One of the bigger channels in the hobby. Reason it wasn't on my list because I don't really do baseball. I don't really like baseball. I don't like watching baseball. I don't like prospecting. It's probably one of the better things. I probably should, right? Honestly, I just can't get into it. I just don't like the game. I played it all the way up until I was 15, 16 years old. I dedicated a good portion of my life to baseball. And, when I first got into the hobby in the junk wax era, obviously everyone would collect the baseball, but it's just not my thing. I watch football and I watch basketball and I watch the Olympics. That's pretty much sports. And I watch like playoff hockey and I watch playoff and World Series baseball. But I'm not tracking baseball enough to be knowledgeable. But this guy is. This guy is probably the king of the baseball card, sports card content on YouTube. So go check him out. I have watched some of his videos. I mean, some of his thumbnails. I mean, you can't not click. The guy has superior editing, visual editing. I don't know if he pays someone to do his thumbnails, but they're some of the best in the hobby. And his content and how quick and how efficient he is with his videos. Very, very great content. So definitely shout out to Scotty B Cards. And if I was more into baseball, he'd be real high up on the list. Another channel, another vlogger, Sam Rothstein, who was shouted out multiple times in the comment section of my video. I also am a big fan of his. He's another one I wish I would have put in honorable mentions because we've even touched base through direct message on Instagram a couple times and things like that. But he's another real dealer, real transparent. I like his first person perspective where he's actually covering the deals as he's talking through them. A lot of times I miss those when I'm at shows because I'm caught up in the show talking to people, and especially if I'm alone, if I'm rolling solo at a show, it's hard for me to run over there to turn the camera on. So but he does a good job of that. So he usually keeps the camera rolling, it seems, and very entertaining. His videos are very well edited, and he's a great guy as well. So if you've never watched any of his content, Sam Rothstein, go check him out. Another channel that was mentioned multiple times was Junk Wax Hero, which is another channel that I also do watch. This guy is a vast of knowledge with a lot of vintage and just storytelling. So he's a very unique channel. He marches to his own beat as far as making content. He's not like trying to be like anybody else. He does a great job with, like I said, telling some of the history of some of the cards or some of the hobby and stuff like that. And he's really been amping up the content and does a really good job with everything he does. So he's another one that I also do watch as well. But how this thing works is you can't watch. You can't spend 24/7 every day, all day watching all these channels. So some of these slip through the cracks. But good thing is, like I said, the community in the comment section shouted out a lot of people. But again, these are most of these that got mentioned multiple times. I also have watched and do watch when I get the opportunity. Go check him out. All right, another gent who, I've seen Bobbles and Ball Cards. I've seen him on lots of live streams. He's always hanging around. He's great for the community, good guy. But I just personally did not know he had his own channel. And look at it, he's got 2.57 thousand subscribers. Like I said, I thought he was, because I know he's a SGC bulk submitter. And I thought he was just in the community and hung out a lot on live streams and things. And just that's just my fault for not seeking it out. Didn't know he had a channel, so I went over to subscribe to his channel and checking out his stuff. He's got some good stuff. He's got cool thumbnails, and he's just been around a long time. Real good guy, down to earth for sure. And he was mentioned multiple times in the comment section below. So go check him out as well. All right, so there's many more. But listen, I don't want to again make another. I don't want these videos to be too long. I want them to be consumable by people and be enjoyable. So there are a lot more good content creators. We've been seeing them as I've been creating content for a couple years. Many new guys, like a couple of these channels in the top 10 and or in this video here came out since I've began creating sports car content, and they're growing like a weed, growing fast. So it's a good thing. We got good content, and we got all kind of different niches. Another one, sports card radio. Yeah, of course I watched their channel. They were shouted out multiple times as well. So sports card radio, yes, 100%. But I was trying to keep my first video. I was keeping that to the requirements of my top 10 of the reasons I watch content. But yeah, I think everybody watches sports card radio, and that's what I said in the comment. I was like, they don't need my shout out. They're big enough. But Yeah, I mean, I think everybody watches Sports Card Radio for entertainment, shock value, all the things. And I mean, they're good dudes and long time in the hobby. So Sports Card Radio as well. But yeah, listen, there's great content here on YouTube. We got a good community, and hey, let's keep it going. If there's more, I probably won't make another video on it. But any that were missed here, drop them in the comment section below. Be sure to like, subscribe to all these channels, and mine as well if you haven't already. And that's all I got till next time, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Deuces.